welcome back to the bench. Alright, we have the Pumpkin moon buggy, named Pumpkin, and I finally decided what kind of motor I want to put in it. So I ordered a motor from Amazon, and it is the Hobby Wing quick run brushless system combo. Okay, it's was hard to get for a while, and I finally found one. Got a pretty good deal on it. It's like $70 some on Amazon. I got it for $59. I learned a little secret. It seems to work once in a while. Put something in your cart and leave it there for a while and see what the price does. Amazon will change the price. I send you little messages saying that price change and when it's going to go down and all that kind of stuff. And they had it for $59 one day, so I got it for $59. So you get the quick run outer 3530 brushless motor, 2200 kV. Okay, and you get the WP10BL80 crawler ESC. So you get ESC and the outer, they call it, outboard motor. So that's what I'm going to put in here. I got the low profile transmission in here, low center of gravity transmission. But this is not a real heavy vehicle, so we will be putting this in, and I haven't used one of these before. I do like the Fusions. I've used the Fusion Pro in a vehicle. I have a Fusion SE 1800 in another, and a Fusion 2200 in the SEs in another. So I've tried all three of them, and realistically the 2200 and the Pro pretty much the same, other than the fact that the Pro can be programmed more than the 2200. So if you're into programming and all that kind of stuff of your ESCs, then you can pay the extra $50 and get more more adjustability. But this, I think I'm gonna like for the size. It's very small, half the size of a regular motor, maybe even less than that, and the outer part of it spins, and this is supposedly, and it's brushless. So now I am not sure about the program card. I will look into that. I know the program card for the Hobby Wing brushed and brushless was for the Fusion. The programmer just came with a new piece of paper to put over the top of the instructions. You could use the same programmer for that those Fusions. Okay, this is the ESC. Comes with this plug, switch, and 2 wires. I'm not sure why. So I'm going to be using a radio link receiver. Okay, so we got the battery, the ESC, the motor, and the steering. I need to do some adjustments on that. Endpoints. Okay, a couple of things. It's been overnight since I started this video, and the yellow wire, sensor wire, can be plugged into any receiver slot, and that is for reverse brakes. Okay, now they also give you a small fan, which has to be really close to the receiver because there's a really small cable on here. You'd have to put an extension on this if you wanted to put it on your receiver on your ESC and plug it into your receiver. Okay, I don't know if I'm going to put it on there. Pinion gear. This pinion gear came with the transmission, so I'm going to use this pinion gear to start and see how things work out. But right now, biggest thing is I got to take out the transmission so that we can work with the motor and the I don't know if this is going to be possible without dropping this whole bottom. Well, we'll just have to drop it. So I'll be back when I get this done. Okay, got the transmission dropped. So with the pinion gear, again, this is the one that came with the transmission. So I'm going to use it to start with, and if I need to adjust the size, we'll mess with that later. It comes with 2 set screws. The shaft on the motor has a flat spot, so we'll set one of the set screws on that flat spot. There's no slop in this motor, so you can run that pinion gear pretty close to the motor. Now I'm going to keep them trying to get the wires to the side or toward the top. It's one thing you got to look out, check out, figure out where you want your wire placement. Now, when I reassemble this, at this point, we will, anytime there is metal on metal, we're going to use Loctite, if I can find some. Okay, I found it. I'm going to use blue. Maybe red. Red. Loctite. Anytime we got metal on metal. Just a little dab will do you. You don't have to overdo this Loctite thing. Just a little bit on the end of the screw, bolt, nut, whatever you want to call it. The hardest thing here is going to be figuring out the mesh. Can't see the mesh of the gears without physically taking off the cover. So I'm gonna usually put a piece of paper that determines, you can get a piece of paper in between the gears. And I'm going to just set this somewhere, and yeah, I got no mesh at all. Because basically it looks like you're going to have to shove it all the way toward the motor to get mesh. And then, yeah, it doesn't feel too bad. It's not jamming up. All right. So now I will put it all back together. We'll see what happens. And I will be back when I get it done. Okay, so I got the motor in, and receiver and ESC hooked up, and rear steer, front steer. I need to work on that end point. Okay, so now we have everything set up correctly. We have a set of lights. And now what we're going to do is figure out where we're going to stuff all this stuff. And I think we got some real, this motor can go real slow. All right. So we got everything set up. Let me stuff everything inside, and then we'll come back. Okay, so we got everything put inside. I took the panels off. You know, these panels, they're plastic. And if you want metal panels, one way you can send them to Send Cut Send. Just type in Send Cut Send and do a search. If you send them these templates, these panels as templates, they'll make metal ones for you out of anything you want. Titanium, steel, aluminum, I think even carbon fiber. So yeah, if that's what you want to do. But anyway, we have it. Steering's working. Forward, you can really crawl with this baby. The motor is quiet. Got rear steer. Rear steer is connected to this channel. I need to get a bigger deal for this. I mean, I can do it, but if I can get a bigger cover, I'll find one. I've seen some online. People print them, pop right on there, and then you can use your thumb for your rear steer. And I've got all the wires pretty much managed. You won't be able to see them once you get the panels on. And got a little hop tour. It will crawl, and it's got FOC, so if you put some, you don't even have to change the amount of throttle you give it. It will compensate, give you more torque. I do like the motor though. It's the first time I've used a excuse me, outboard, but it, yeah, definitely will gain torque when it needs to. So yeah, quick run. I got a deal, 59 bucks. They're not going to be $79, 73. You can get them, the motor itself or the ESC itself. I don't know why you would get one or not the other, unless you mess up a motor or an ESC. But they have a combo. Like I said, I paid $59 for it. I think it's 70 something, 79, 89, something like that. I'll put it in the description. So yeah, there is the pumpkin motorized, electronicized. I don't know. I'm thinking about putting these bigger tires on. They're about a half an inch taller, a little bit wider, and I actually like these. These came from Temu. They weren't that expensive. They got there's no brand name on. There's no name on them whatsoever. I mean, they kind of look like, I don't even know what they look like, but they actually are bigger. I think I might put them on here and see what it looks like. Hold on, guys. All right, so there it be. This is my moon buggy. All we gotta do now is take it out and test it. I drove it around a little bit. It's working okay. These wires back here, I gotta get some receiver box. The one I bought for it, just in case you guys hadn't seen it, it is basically crapola. Okay, I mean, it's a nice box. Don't get me wrong. But it looks really good. You see all those little screws in the top of it? They give you a little wrench to put them in with. I got in 6, maybe 7 screws before that wrench stripped out. So all those little bolts, they are scale hardware bolts, so they have to be put in with a socket. Now I got to find a socket that small. I mean, it was going to go back here, but until I can get, and it's not waterproof, you'd have to seal it up. So it's nice, 13 bucks, not bad a price, but man, this little wrench they give you, little thumb wrench, nope, won't do it, just won't do it. So, to find another box or get a wrench, that's the way it goes sometimes. But it is finished. Yep, I'm not disappointed in it. I put the on and off button down in here. ESC's down inside, so if you want to put a interior in, you can. There's room for it. The low profile transmission works fine. It'll crawl at a really slow speed. It'll go really fast. Keeps the motor down at the bottom. Weight, we got the battery in the front for weight distribution. You could add brass to the front if you wanted to. It seems to be balanced pretty good. You get the battery in it, it gives you a little weight forward, but it's balanced pretty good. And I don't know how much it weighs, my scale's not working right now. I'd say 3 or 4 pounds, maybe a little more than that. It's not heavy. It'll get the job done. Yeah, I like it. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Have a great day.